Hi, I'm Eve Menezes Cunningham, and welcome to the Feel Better Everyday podcast, helping you connect with and take better care of yourself and create a life you don't need to retreat from. Welcome to episode 29 of the Feel Better Everyday podcast. Today's guest is the delightful Fiona Morris, and she shares her ideal and actual self-care involving a really challenging season in her life, involving moves from Scotland to Asia and back and forth, caring, lots of travel, completely redesigning her business in order to navigate the new life, and remaining amazing throughout. So I hope you enjoy listening as much as I enjoyed talking to her. Fiona was actually the first person I interviewed for this podcast nearly a year ago. So it's being released now because she's so heart-centered in her approach, and we're working with the Heart Centre on the Love Your Whole Self chakra journey. So as you listen, I'd love to hear how you navigate challenges, whether to do with grief, loss, big transitions, or anything else. And enjoy the episode. Hi, welcome Fiona Morris. Thank you so much for joining me. I know we met through social media, didn't we?
We did.
Years and years ago.
Absolutely.
And
I can't remember where it was now, Eve, but we've been
yeah,
weaving through each other's world somehow.
yeah. And you're a delightful presence always. I'm so happy you could join me for this.
Thank you.
And you're known for being a medical herbalist, but you're also doing lots of other things, and you run Nourish and Flourish with Fiona Morris. And I think I met you through your Facebook group, the Divine Business Circle.
Ah, brilliant. Yes, you kindly came to give us a yoga nidra session one time, which was lovely.
And how long have you been doing this for?
So the Divine Business Circle has been since 2017, so that's about 6 years now.
Yeah.
The medical herbalism has been about 14 years since I qualified, but obviously there was 4 years of study before that,
Yeah.
and a lifetime of interest. And the magical work of tarot and astrology has been over 25 years now, since I was a teenager, started getting into that. And so that's been my timeline of the things that I'm doing.
Yeah. And I know that you've been going through a lot between your life here and in Asia. When I say here, I'm in the west coast of Ireland, you're in Scotland, but I mean in this part of the world, and you're also on the move again now. Do you want to say a little about what you're working on? And
Sure. Yeah, so I am currently still continuing to do my herbal consultations, which looks quite different now since the pandemic. And also, as you mentioned, I've been moving a bit between Asia and Scotland, because my father got unwell. He suffered a stroke right at the beginning of lockdown. And after a year of my mum essentially looking after him single-handed, he was bedbound and needed to be lifted into a wheelchair, although he was unable to do that until I came out to assist them, which was over a couple of years ago now. So sadly, he passed away in March.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Eve. And yeah, so I've had to restructure my business quite a bit, but I have continued to do, had already gone online because of the pandemic. And fortunately for myself, a lot of my clients have continued to work with me. But as we've mentioned, I also run a group called the Divine Business Circle, which is where we met. And I'm in the process right now of creating a new space, which is a kind of lead on from that, where we will be doing co-working and creating clarity and divine alignment to expand more into our magical businesses. So this is a new thing that's bubbling up recently, which I'll be launching soon. So you're one of the first people that I've been sharing that with.
And my head is spinning to think of all the moves and transitions, and that you're creating something new. So I'm looking forward to talking to all of my guests, but I'm especially keen to hear about what keeps you sane. What are those essential morning and daytime self-care and uppercase self-care? So if we start with your ideal morning routine, when I talk about self-care with the uppercase S, I mean that highest, wisest, truest part of yourself. But what are the basic self-care and that divine self-care?
Yes. So my self-care can look quite different every morning. So as you can probably tell, I'm multi-passionate. I enjoy variety, and so they can look quite different. So for example, this morning, well, let's start with my ideal self-care. So ideally, I would honor all the elements. So for me, that's 5 different aspects: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And these can be quite different, but it's like a little acronym. Well, maybe it's not an acronym, but it's a kind of a little guide to myself to honor all of these elements as I start the day. And so they can take different appearances. So one of the first things I love to do, ideally, it doesn't happen every morning, but more and more, as you mentioned, I have really had to rely on my rituals to keep me grounded and sane through a really challenging time. And what I didn't mention earlier is I'm also in the process of packing up my house to move back to Asia in the next month. So life has really been a whirlwind, but I have really been anchored by specifically my morning ritual. And so my ideal ritual will look something like getting up in the morning, having a big glass of water with lemon juice or apple cider vinegar or hot ginger tea. So that may vary, but a large amount of water. And then I like to go outside and connect with nature. So if I've been traveling a fair bit, as you can maybe gather from what I've shared so far. So my ideal would be walking down to the beach, getting my feet in the sand, taking a morning dip before dawn, ideally, or as the sun is rising, and then either meditating on the beach or doing some yoga. And of course, if I'm not at the beach, then this could be just your back garden or just, a patch of soil. I mean, if you're sometimes, you're not close to nature, but you can always find, a little green thing growing out of the crack in some concrete. And even that uplifts and delights me to see, sometimes even more so. Well, maybe not more so, but I always really cheer on these little plants that are growing through the concrete and
the resilience.
Take inspiration from them because, they have the resilience to flourish in even the most, less nourishing of environment, shall we say?
Absolutely.
So that's a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm
that's
clear morning routine, but that's
amazing.
A sense of how the mindset that I have when I start the day, and like I say, it can change.
And I'm imagining that isn't an everyday thing. So I was going to say, when things are challenging, when you're running on empty, what would be your minimum morning self-care? The actual.
Well, at the moment, my completely pared back self-care may not even start with a glass of water, but what it at the moment always does, and this is something that has been consistent for the past 18 days and counting, is doing my morning pages.
Yeah.
So a lot of people may be familiar with Julia Cameron
yeah.
of The Artist's Way, and she promotes doing 3 pages of free writing first thing in the morning before doing anything. Although she does suggest that you brush your teeth and have a drink before you start. But sometimes, well, I've just started doing my morning pages typed, which is a bit controversial because she suggests doing it by hand, and I've always taken pride in doing it by hand in my notebook using a purple pen as recommended by Dr. Wayne Dyer, who is a big inspiration to me. However, I was recently introduced to 750 Words, which is a website which celebrates when you get to 750 words and gives you little milestone badges and things, which seems to really help in getting me to show up every day, because one of the things can go out the window when things are a bit tumultuous is the one thing that really helps me, I believe, on a spiritual level, is to kind of really do that mind dump of getting all my emotions out on paper and kind of processing in that way. So this website has been really supportive in getting me to do that, and my hand is less cramped when I was using like
frenzy.
It actually feels quite good.
Lovely.
So that is my kind of like unmissable go-to at the moment, and I highly recommend it.
I interviewed Julia Cameron over a decade ago, which was obviously a huge privilege and amazing. But I asked her at the time, like, does it have to be first thing in the morning? She's like, yep, I'm not a morning person. And I tried for a while in the morning. I adore her. But for me, it is more of a nighttime thing. But I know it's a wonderful thing for so many people. And I do some journaling in the morning, but I'm just not fit for the whole. But what about the rest of the day and before bed? What would be some ideal self-care elements, and what would be the more realistic when things are pared down?
So it's quite ironic that in the past couple of years, when things have become a lot more stressful, shall I say, that actually my self-care has become in some ways more disciplined, which isn't a word that I've really related to in the past, because I'm quite a free spirit and I love spontaneity and I don't really enjoy things being the same every day. However, I felt it really important to do some movement on a daily basis, particularly for me while I was doing a lot of heavy caregiving.
Absolutely.
I was doing some lifting every day, getting my father up and into his wheelchair and out. And so it was absolutely vital for me to do gentle movement to kind of stretch that out. I'm still actually, have overdone it, and I'm still suffering with sore lower back at the moment. So I've gotten into gentle movement, so things like qigong, yin yoga. I think, quite honestly, I hadn't got a strong enough core before I started doing this heavy lifting. So I'm now mid-40s, and I'm sort of wishing that when I was younger, I'd taken more attention to strengthening at core level. Because I have done some damage to my back now. But so I, if possible, do 15 to 30 minutes of gentle movement daily, if possible in the morning and in the evening, like kind of bookending my day. But honestly, it doesn't always look like that. The evening one is something I'm working on. So evening rituals are not my strong point, but I know that if I start the day with movement, then I'll just feel a lot better. Meditation, if possible, and I've always been inspired by that story from Gandhi. I don't know if you're familiar with this one, but his assistant would say to Gandhi, "You're so busy, you don't have time to meditate an hour every day." And he said, "Because I'm so busy, I need to meditate actually 2 hours every day." And I certainly don't meditate for 2 hours, but my husband is very big into meditation, so actually he sits for 30 minutes a day, and I often join him, and it really helps having an accountability partner. I know not everybody has that, but I think that's a huge benefit, I would say, if you've got someone who's chumming you along or checking in. That really helps. So I have gotten more into daily meditation lately, daily qigong or yin yoga in the mornings. But you mentioned through the day. I'm also a huge fan of yin yoga.
Yeah.
And I kind of combine that with an excuse for a nap as well, because for people who haven't done yin yoga, or people in your community I'm sure have, but it is done lying down. And so I've found, especially with the level of output and care support I've been giving, it's quite exhausting, and I need that nap, and even more so the yoga nidra, because it is kind of a more conscious relaxation.
Yes.
And I thrive on at least one yoga nidra a day.
Yeah.
Which will be between 15, sometimes even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I use Insight Timer for my guided yoga nidras. And so you can find guided meditations of whatever length.
Yeah.
But between 5 and 20 minutes, I can manage to fit in, usually once a day, but sometimes none at all.
Yeah.
And in my ideal world, I would love to do 2 yoga nidras a day, because I think that would really get my energy sparkling. So I'm striving for that, but I'm not quite there yet. Just learning to juggle time and create more of it is something I think we're all working on.
It's funny you say that, because I started a daily yoga nidra new moon challenge. Tomorrow is the last day of that, but I've been facilitating them since like 2011 and creating my own since 2013. But it's really in the past month that I've been like, wow, like I would be lost without it. Like even if it's a 10-minute one, some of them are my own, others are other ones I'm finding online, but it is just delicious and also more challenging to take that time. Like
it is.
I never regret it, but it's like even 10 minutes, I don't have time. You don't have time not to.
I completely agree with that. I think, and the more you do it, the more you realize the quality of the time that you have when you're not doing it. Is more expansive and more productive. So I agree that point about not having the time not to. We really don't, because it seems counterintuitive, but that's the magic of yoga nidra.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I don't yet know what order they'll be airing in, but you're my first actual interview. So this feels really special. Where can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram, and my name on Instagram is @Nourish and Flourish. And I'm also on Facebook, which is Nourish and Flourish with Fiona Morris. So those are the best places to connect.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That was brilliant. And I too am wishing I'd paid more attention to my core. And I'm 47 now and will be to strengthen it. But you've been a delight. I hope all goes amazingly with your move and this huge transition. And I know we'll stay in touch.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for inviting me on.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Feel Better Everyday podcast. I'm your host and producer, Eve Menezes Cunningham. And if you haven't already liked, rated, reviewed, subscribed, or commented, or even if you have and you'd like to again, please do so. I love hearing from you. And I hope that you found some comfort and inspiration from the delightful Fiona Morris as she shared some of what's been working for her during an especially challenging season in her life. And I also hope that you enjoy next week's episode, where I'll be sharing my interview with the delightful addiction specialist, Mick Devine. Have a great week.